Hello everybody. I just wanted to make a quick video in regards to an uptick in shaming language comments being posted on my videos. And I tend not to respond to these people because, frankly, it's utterly useless to do so. But all I really got to say about it is that I enjoy it. I enjoy watching and reading these comments that have this quality of desperation and reaching to them. Look, feminists and their mangina servants, just understand something. You are not going to put us back into Pandora's box. We have been released, and we are here to systematically proliferate our ideas. Ideas that, when presented in the correct manner, seem to resonate with men that have never heard of our movement. It seems that there's a natural inclination for free-thinking men to gravitate towards the ideas that we're putting forth. And so you're not going to suppress what we're saying. You're not going to suppress what has been set into motion. You see, the inertia of our message is too great. You're not going to change our direction. You're not going to change our path. You don't have the force necessary to do so. We are we are not fazed by your cheap insults. I mean, it just doesn't bother us. And you would save yourself a good deal of time just refraining from doing so, because look, you can tell me that I can't get laid all you want. It's not going to change my message. You can tell me that I'm a loser that lives with my mom all you want. It's not going to change my message. And I find it funny that the best you can do as far as trying to insult me always ties back somehow to female reproduction. Oh, you can't get laid. This guy must not be able to get laid. I think one of them actually said, "What woman hurt you for you to be like this? Why do you hate women so much?" I don't hate women for the last time. Look, I live on a college campus of, 60,000 people. So what is that? The majority of students today are women, of course, due to affirmative action. So let's call it, I don't know, conservatively 34,000 women, maybe even 35,000 women in the most sexually experimental phase of their lifetimes. And you think I can't get laid? Okay, okay. Let's say I can't get laid. That's not going to change the fact that I have been steadily recruiting men to this message. It's not going to change the fact that every opportunity I get to sit down and talk to a fellow man about the issues regarding feminism, and finding out that we are coming to almost invariably the same singular yet astonishing conclusion, that feminism is a movement that is built upon misandry and hatred of men. We're all coming to that conclusion. And so you can insult us all you want and claim that we can't get laid all you want, and it's not going to change the fact that we are quietly yet steadily growing our ranks and sharing ideas in places devoid of female input, where you can't change us and you can't shame us and you can't tell us what we can and can't do in regards to women, and you can't hold that threat of female, not non-access to female vagina power, or whatever you want to call it. It just doesn't faze us. I'm unfazed by those sort of nihilism threats. They don't affect me. Threaten all you want. It's not going to change what I'm doing. And the evidence is all around us. I know I'm just ranting at this point, but For example, let me give you just a small example of the institutionalized misandry that I'm dealing with here on college campuses, that men are dealing with on college campuses all over the world, all over the Western world at least. I was I was late to class, so I was rushing, and so I dipped into my quad, my dorms, or whatever you want to call them, are separated into three distinct levels, A, B, and C level. And so I very rarely venture into A level because, well, because that's where the women are housed. The women are housed on A level, the men are housed on C level. And so, I tend to stay out of the A level because I just don't, everybody knows how dangerous college campuses are for men as far as false rape accusations go. And so I generally tend to avoid any area where women congregate or women generally live. If I want to do anything with a woman, I'll invite her up to my dorm. Whatever. That's besides the point. So I'm late for class. I dip into A level, and I didn't really explore that area of my dorm for the reasons I just stated. So I'm walking past the female bathroom, and I notice that there's these push locks on them, these push door locks that require a combination for you to be able to enter the bathrooms. And so I'm looking and I'm wondering why, what possible reason do women have push locks on their bathrooms on campus and men don't? The men bathrooms aren't outfitted with these push door locks. So you have to wonder. I mean, by the way, the women get an email given the combination of these locks. The women receive emails so that they can enter into the female bathroom facilities and that nobody else can. And so they're sent private email messages telling them the code, the entry code into the bathroom, and men receive no such locks on their bathrooms. So what does this tell you? This tells you that as a man on a college campus, women need extra protection just to survive, or just to, coexist on college campuses along with men. And these protections are not to be extended to men. And so it sends a very clear psychological message as a man is passing by these bathrooms that you are a threat. I mean, it's clear. It's clear. Otherwise they'd have them both on the men's bathrooms and the women's bathrooms. But it's very clear the message that you're sending. And every man passing by these bathrooms is going to register psychologically, perhaps even subconsciously, that he is considered a threat and that those locks are there to keep him out. Because once again, if this was just a measure taken to ensure the protection of all students, regardless of gender, we'd see these locks outfitted on both bathroom facilities for both men and women. Yet they're only on there for women. And another thing that it highlights is the fact that women, it seems, cannot, regardless of their claims of equality, cannot live in a society without demanding extra protection that the rest of society is not entitled to. And yet they still want to claim equality. You see, they can't exist in a normal college environment without extra protections for them because they're women and no other reason. So much for equality. Anyway, that's my little rant. Thanks for listening.